All right, welcome back to Dad's Brick Lab. We're gonna keep going on the Harry Potter castle. Did a couple bags on the previous video, and we're gonna keep going to get some more done today. Probably gonna do this one, keep doing it in some parts. I don't want to make it too long in one single video, so we'll keep it shorter so that not too boring for you guys. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, all that. I will have a link down in the bottom in the description for a link to purchase this set through Amazon if you're interested. And let's get started. We're going to start with bag number 4 now. So, moving right along. All right. Bag 4. Looks like for this one we need bag 4. And then a large black plate here. All right. All right. All right. All these pieces laying out here. It looks like we do have one of our smooth black plates that actually has Hogwarts Castle written on it. Pretty small there, so looks like that goes in this next few steps here. All right, so looks like first step is we're going to connect this large plate onto the previous builds that we've been doing here. Line it up. I'm going to press down there. It does seem to have a little bit of a bend to it. Once we get some more weight on there, hopefully that evens out a little. All right, so now the Hogwarts Castle plate. And then a 1x4 that's got 2 studs on top going next to that. There we go. We need some tan pieces. We got a 2x4, 1x2, and a 1x6. These connected on here. All right. Like some more tan plates. Like a 2x6, 2x8, 1x2, and a 90. And then one more 1x2 here. There we go. All right, so looks like the 2x10 first. Like we line it up, 2 pegs hanging over the edge. 2x6 is going to match up the same, 2 pegs hanging over. We have our 90 and our 1x2. There we go. Now it looks like we're going to do some more clear bricks. The blue and the straight clear. Like we need 3 of the 1x2 clears, 2 of the 1x1 clears, and some of the 1x2 and 1x4 blue ones. So we will start 1x2 blue. And do a couple of these clear ones so we know where they go. Make sure it's all lined up here. And 1x1. Another 1x1 goes down in the corner. And the last 1x2 goes by the tan one. Yep. I'm going to work on some of these clear blue ones. Find my 1x4 here. Here's my 1x4. Nope. We got that 1x1 in the wrong spot there. Hopefully you guys have gotten a brick separator and a set. They do come in handy. All right, keep going with the 1x2s. 3, 1 there. 2. And 2 more of them. All right, got those there. All right, our other black plate here with a round 1x2 smooth white one from the corner here. And this is going to attach in between here. There you go. All right. Now we need some more flat plates. We got a 2x6 green, 1x6 blue, 1x4 in red, 2 1x2 greens, 1x2 smooth gray. There we go. And 1x2 that's got the angle on the left side. There we go. All right, so we're going to start. Let the 1x4 be our first one, the red there. And a 1x2 green. And a 1x6. 2x6. And a 1x2 there. Our angle and our smooth. All right. Now we got a 4x4 gray plate. It's going to go like right here. And another one of the 1x2s. The angle on the left side. Actually, it looks like we need 2 of those. There we go. We need a 1x2 with a slight angle on it. You need 2 of the 1x1 quarter circle smooth pieces. These are going to go on our clear 1x2 here. All right. Okay. Looks like I need 1 more of those quarter circle pieces. 2x4. 2 of those 1x2s with that angle on the left. And then a 1x3 that's got an angle on the left. All right. Let's see, the 1x3, 2x4. All right. All right. Looks like we need a wall piece and a 1x4 plate on top of it. And this I'm going to attach on the back of the Chamber of Secrets. All right. 1x3 yellow block, 2x2 gray block. All right. I need our long white block here, and then a gray 1x3, and a 1x2, a single stud and an angle on it. The angle is going to go there. 1x3 is going to go next to it with one stud hanging off, and the white one is going to go behind that, and that is going to attach all the way across and hold all that together. All right. Now we need 1x1 orange block, 1x2 green plate, another 1x3 in light gray, and a 1x4 in dark gray. And then our blue 1x6 plate here also. 1x6 plate top there. Green plate. And on that end, we got our 1x3. Then our 1x1. And our 1x4. All right. 4 of the round 1x1 yellow studs. And 1, 2, 3, and 4 down here. There we go. All right. Then one of the brown arches and then the white arch piece here. And dark gray 1x4 and 1x4 red plate. The brown stud go on top of the 1x1 yellow stud we just put on there. The white one will go next to it there. All right, looks like last black plate that I put on here. I'm going to move that one notch over. There we go. Okay. And we have that attached. The red plate is going to hold that side together. And the gray block will hold the other side. All right. Our long red block that's left here, the long tan one. One of the green 1x2s has got the slight angle on the bottom. And our green 1x8 here. So, tan one, walk across there, green block on the end of it. The red one is going to go on the other side, all the way across towards the Chamber of Secrets there. And the blue plate over here. Now it levels all that off at the same height. All right. Need a 2x2 that's too high with slight angle on it. And put a 1x2 block on top of it. And then a 2x3 plate. And then a 1x1 with a single stud on top. Right there. And that's going to go on the front side of that 2x3. And this is going to attach onto that white arch. There we go. All right, looks like we got some angled pieces here. And the 2x2 block. Get that 2x2 block on there first. We'll start on some of these angle pieces. Looks like one coming off there. And the third one there, and then a 1x2 angle block. Right there. All right, another 1x2 angle block and a 1x1 orange stud. Two orange studs. And it's going to go right behind the angle block. And the other one, go down here behind the brown arch on the red plate. All right. 1x2. It's a tall one. We go in here first. That's a 3 tall. And a 1x2. It's angled with a 2 tall. And a 1x2 with an angle. It's 1 tall. All right. And then a few more angle pieces. 1x3. And then some 1x2s. All right. And continuing up here, building like a 1x2 is 2 tall with the angle. And another one of those. There you go. There. Another one behind. All right. Now we need a few studs. Need a brown, an orange, and a green. Brown, a tan, and a green. All right, green one, a tan, and a brown. All right, so we got, so far we're working on this part here up to that point. Now we can start locking in the top a little bit, it looks like up here. We need a brown 90, yellow stud on it. We go up here. And then another brown 90 and a green stud. And then a 1x4 red. I'm going to lock that across the rest of there. All right, green 2x6, light green 1x4, and then one of the half circle tan pieces. And the circle is going to go out on the end. 1x4. And the green. All right, another 1x2 angle, smooth 1x3 plate, and a 1x1 green block. Green block there, angle, and then smooth one. All right, a whole lot more of these and angle pieces here. Well, keep going on them. All right, you need one like a 90 here. Now 1x2. 1x2 is too high. 1x2 3 high. And then a 1x3. All right. When we start with our tall one, the easiest one to locate. Next. All right. All right, one green stud. Go down here. And a couple of tan angle blocks again. And our little green cheese wedge pieces. All right, and three more of these angles here. All right. Now I'm looking at my pile of extra pieces here. Seems like I might have more than I should. So I'm gonna flip back through my instructions here just to double check that I didn't miss anything. Because usually you don't have any bigger pieces left as extras. So I just want to verify before I go on any farther and get stuck and have to tear a whole bunch apart to get it back where it was. Back through all these Bag 4 instructions here. What could be is some of these pieces could be extras from the previous bags. I'm not positive since yesterday. So all right. It looks like so far so good. These are just extra pieces, I guess. And I'm going to put those in my little container here with all my other extra pieces so that I keep them separated. Yeah, make them easy to find when I go back later. I do need them. All right, got another little section here. It says, many of the castle secrets are still mysteries to the wizarding world. Even Albus Dumbledore never knew everything about its construction or design. Nice. Oh, looks like we still need some of those pieces. That's why. We should have looked ahead instead of back. So, all right. So we need those two. Those two. One. Mm-hmm. Good reason to have a little thing to keep all your extra pieces separated too until you're all done with your build so you don't end up losing any of them too. So, all right, the 1x2, and the 1x3. You're going to attach there. Angle piece on top. You need grays and the greens. Okay, that takes care of all of that. Now we are on to bag number 5. We do have like 21 bags total here, so definitely not going to be finished up on this video either. But we'll keep going. We'll probably keep them about an hour long. Piece them all together here in parts so that you guys can enjoy the whole build. All right, 2x6 block, 2x4 block, and two 1x2 blocks. Like we're going to start attaching these two black plates together here. We got the 2x6, 2x4, and our 1x2. All right, so now we're working on this section over here. All right, 1x4 block, 2x3 green, 2x4 gray, and a 90 gray block. So we're going to do the 1x4 all the way in the back there. And we'll do a 90. And attach gray plate and green plate. 1x3 and a 1x2 gray. And then one of the light tan blocks. All right. All right, got a few more plates here. Got a 90, two 1x2s, and then a clear blue 1x1. We're going to start with the 90. We'll go that is all the way in the bottom there. And the blue. All right. So far, from the look at the box, it looks like we're building this section over here currently, and then it'll connect around at the other side there once we get more done. Like eventually down here will be the Durstrand's chip. No. All right. Clear 1x1 blue plate. You clear 1x2 blue plates. A gray cheese wedge piece. 1x2. 3. 1x3s. And one 1x2 in the light green. So moving up here, looks like we can start with that light green. Do the first one in the corner. And 1x3. Another 1x3. And the last 1x3. There you go. And here 1x2. And our clear blues. And then our cheese wedge. All right. Like we're going to keep going up here. So 1x3, green 1x2, another clear blue 1x2. Got a 1x3 with the angle on the left. There you go. And a 2x2 with the upward angle on it. Looks like the upward angle is going to go right behind the cheese wedge. There we go. And then our 1x3 with the angle. And our clear 1x2. Our green 1x2. And our gray 1x3. Got it. All right. And the next pieces here, keep moving along. All right. So one there, there. All right. This is coming together nice and quick. Well, relatively quick. It's still going to take a long time, but I'm already on page 126 in the instruction book here, so not taking too long. All right. All right. 1x3. One of the green wedges. There it is. And then a 1x1. All right. There we go. There we go. All right. So I think it's looking good. I'm enjoying this. Hopefully you guys are too. We'll keep going and see where we get to here. Yeah. 2 high wedge in that slot. 1 high with the 1x2 attached to the bottom of it. Next to that, we need our long gray brick to attach across that way. This looks like we're building some more framework for probably some more of those plates to go down on it to finish out the floors for the castle to build up off of. All right, 90 wedge and a 1x2 plate. Yep. All right, the 90 first, and a wedge, and then the plate. There we go. All right. We need 1x3 and a 1x2 in the green. Attach those. And then we need some grays. 1x3 and a 1x2. We're going to attach those together. And then we're going to attach a smooth angled one onto the end there. And this is going to attach right up on top there. All right. Got a few more angled pieces. And there's 3 2 tall ones. 1 tall. And then a 1x1 green brick. The green brick all the way down here. And the single blue stud you got sticking up. And the 1 high block is going to go right in front of that on the green plate. And 2 tall on the other green opening. And the other 2 going on next to it there. All right, now we get our 3 tall ones. One of them there. One there. And on top of this one, we're going to put a 1x1 plate. And a 1x2 with an upward angle on it right next to it. 1x3 smooth plate and round 2x2. All right. All right, looks like now we're moving back over to this side. Need some green 2x2s with the single stud. Looks like 3 of those. A 1x4 in that same green. And then a 1x1 in that green. And a tan round 1x1. And a smooth gray 1x1. So we're going to start from the farthest point out. This is the gray pin. We need 2 of the 2x2 plates. And then our 1x4. And our last 2x2. We got our smooth gray on the outside. And a single green stud one on the inside there. All right. So like 4 more of those 2x2 plates. 3 1x2 smooth ones. A 2x4 and a dark brown 1x1. Dark brown 1x1 is going to go on our 1x4 there. And we got 2x2 plate, 1x2, 2x2, 2x4, 1x2, 2x2, 1x2, and then 2x2. All right, we got a 1x3 with 3 studs, and then a 1x3 with 2 studs. And they're going to go behind there. We need a tan smooth 1x1. And another tan smooth and another 2x3 with the 2 pins. The 2 pins first, and then the tan. And lastly, another one of the tan 1x1s on top there. All right, more green plates. 2x4, 2x2, 1x2, 1x3, 1x1, quarter circle, and then a gray flat. The gray flat is going to go caddy corner from the first one that we put on there a minute ago. And we are 1x2. 1x1. 2x4. 2x3. 1x3. And our quarter circle. Yep. All right. We got kind of a smooth diamond and a pointed one here. Smooth 1x2, and then like a quarter circle one. And then a green smooth 1x2, 2x2, and 2 quarter circles. Looks like we're going to be building a little bit of a path here. So the diamond shaped one's going to go down first here. And then a quarter circle on it. And we get our gray. And our curve. And a quarter circle is going to go on that inside curve there. All right. But we're going to continue the path on around here. I need a couple more straight. And then another diamond. And then a 1x3. Now we backfill with some green. So there. Here. Now the other side. All right. We need our long ones here. Put the long one in the back. In front of it. And we got some steps. And then 1 by 1. Green 1 by 2. All right. So now we got this nice little path started around the back here. Like we're going to build just here. All right. We got our 1 by 3 with the arch on it. And grill piece on one side. Hood and a smooth on top. And this goes into the stairs. And so. All right, the 4 houses represent bravery and determination, Gryffindor, wisdom and wit, Ravenclaw, loyalty and dedication, Hufflepuff, and the values of being ambitious and cunning, Slytherin. Leave me a comment. Let me know if you guys, what house you're in, if you've ever taken the quiz or anything like that. I'm Hufflepuff, or sorry, Ravenclaw. Same with my wife. My daughter's Hufflepuff. And son's Ravenclaw too. So I don't know if any of your families are way into Harry Potter or not, but we are. All right, that's it for this bag. I am going to pause this video here for just a second. I got to get my camera set back up to keep going here, and we'll do at least one more bag here on this video in just 1 second here. All right, we're good now on the camera there. I wanted to make sure that I had enough memory to keep going on this video and get enough done for today. All right, I'll get rid of my last extra pieces here in this bag. And now bag 6. All right. It's interesting that we got plastic and paper bags all mixed together in this set. Usually it's one or the other. But. All right. Okay, bag 6. Let me get the plates out of here real quick. Just bigger plates. Hopefully it's come out. Okay. Actually, that looks like the first step. We're going to need those plates. 2 tan ones, a long black one, and a 2x6. And a 1x6. Now this one, Cover up section there. You got pink one, gray one. I'm going to take the long black one, to attach there. And the tan one's going to go on that side. All right. Now, moving along. It's like a lot of 7 of the 2x2 plates with the single stud on top. 5, 6, 7, and 1 brown. Let's see, brown stud. The single brown stud is going to go right there. And then the blue or the green plates are just going to start here and work on down. All the way down to the end. And 1 coming out. So this is going to bother me. Looks like it's not getting flat for some reason. A little better. All right. And 1 like tan pin out here. And 1x3, 2 of them with the 2 studs, 1 with 3 studs, another 2x2 plate, and a cheese wedge. Start with 2 stud and a cheese wedge, and then our 2x2, 2 stud, and our 3 stud. There we go. Now, going back over here, looks like we're going to fill in some more of this path. We got a 2x4, got a tan, 1x2, and I got a green quarter circle. Maybe. One good tip is if you can't find a piece, double check your bag. Make sure that you dumped them all out and they didn't end up in a little corner of it or anything. Because right now, no, that was a piece from before. That's why I can't find it. All right, so we need a gray. Continue the path out. Another 2x4 block. 2x3 and 1x2. And 2 with the gray, 2x3s, 1x3s that have 2 studs. All right. And so we're going to start building out in here. It's like a lot of tan, with the darker tan pieces. Got our 1x6s. And our 1x4. And some 1x1s and 1x2s. Be kind of a brick pattern, alternating pattern. Try and straighten them out a little bit. There we go. All right. All right. That step's complete. Now we need some white ones. They're 1x3s. We have the 2 studs on top. It's like 11 of them. I'm guessing that's all of them here. And then a clear 1x2 blue. One single one. Gonna go right there. And then these 1x3 plates, I'm gonna fill in between there. I'm just gonna continue on in a straight line all the way across. All right. All right, some more tan blocks here. All right. Like a smooth 1x3 there. And one of these angled tan ones, and then a couple smooth. There we go. All right. Yellow 1x3. Go. Well, we are working down in this section here now. A couple more of the clear blue. A couple of 1x2s. And then got that one on the wrong spot there. Move it up. Yep. 1x3. 1x2. Now we need 2 1x2 or 1x1 hand bricks, and then a third 1x1 that has a printed, looks like a window on it there. The one with the window is going to go in the center. Like so. We got the stack of 3. This is going to go right on the end with the window facing back towards me this direction. All right, a couple of gray plates now. We got a 4x6 plate, and 1x4, and a tan 90. And 90 is going to go on the 1x4 and then attach it on here. We need a couple of tan plates, working our way across here. And then a couple of the darker tan. All right. And some more of those. So these are going to be alternating 1x2s that are smooth and 1x2s with a single stud every other. Starting with the smooth on the outside. All right. And a couple of like the brown smooth ones. With the squares, they're going to go on kind of in a diamond style instead of square style. And the outside studs here. Need a round one on the back stud. And on this front stud, we need a gray 1x1 round. We're at this point here. So we got the diamonds around and then the gray peg in the center. Now we're going to build a ×2. We need 2 more of the 1x1s that have the windows on them. There we go. We need 2 tan cheese wedges on top. These are going to be with the wedge going down away from the window. And then the darker tan 1x1 on the bottom of each of those. All right, these are going to go on the back. We'll have a smooth tan in front of it and then the diamond, and all in line like so. And behind that, your gray 1x2 on that 1x3 that's sticking out, and a 1x1 on the opposite side. And we have these gray 1x1s. It's like they have potions on. So I'm guessing this must be potions room, classroom. And these go every other on those tan studs in the back. And this is why you really got to pay attention, because that 1x1 that I put on there before was one of the 4 that had the shelves on it that I needed for upgrade. Okay, all those on. And on top of these here, we're going to get some, let's see, it looks like 1x1s on the outside. And then 1x3. Oh, missed a step. It's going to be too high on those fans in the corner. And then the arch in the center. Like so. And then on the very top, we're going to take our other 4x6 plate and our other 1x4 plate. We're going to attach those on. These are going to go on the same sides, according to the instructions, that the bottom plates are. And then all this I'm going to attach right onto the side. So it's really hard to tell, but if you look through the end here, this is the potions classroom. And that arch in the back is actually the window that we put on previously back behind it. So kind of cool how it all fits together and works along like that. All right. Let's see. We got another reading section here. Muggles may be tempted to brew their own potions, but risk disappointment or worse with the results. Only witches and wizards can conjure the necessary magic required for successful elixirs. So that is definitely our potions classroom. All right, so we got a 1x4 red, 2x3 green. These are going to go on top of the potions classroom. And a 1x3 with the angle on it. Patch onto the side there. This is going to help lock that in. Underneath that, our next black plate. We're going to extend on around here. All right. And in this very back corner here, that's one of these orange studs. Oop. Way back in the corner there. And it goes underneath. Helps hold all that in. All right. Got that attached. Another one of our smooth black plates on the outside edge here. And we got 1x2 with the angle. And go in here. 1x3 with the angle. And then a 1x2 right behind it. There we go. And that finishes off. Wow, I skipped over an entire page. All right, I got to go back just a few steps here because before I put the roof on the potions room, I got these guys here that needed to go in there. Those go on top of the bookcases. So I make mistakes too, and I go back and I'll show them to you. I'm not afraid to show you that I make mistakes. So make sure I didn't miss anything else here with my instructions. All right, this part goes back on here. It actually helps hold the potion room all back together a little bit better anyways. And then our 1x4. There we go. Put these pieces all back together. Okay, that's better. Still have a few extra pieces, but those are manageable pieces that make sense. So, all right, put those in my little container. I think I'm going to do one more bag today, and I'll call this video quick. We'll knock out bag number 7. And we'll in this portion and pick back up again tomorrow. All right, get all my bags opened up here. There we go. All right. Now, get started. Okay. 1x2 grays. Gray cheese wedge. And then a brown 2x2 with an upward angle. Upward angle is going to go there. Right behind that, 1x2s. Another 1x2. Now it's harder for you guys to see this, but it is kind of confusing having it turn differently from the instruction book. So try to show you guys as much as I can, but I don't want to confuse myself too much either when I'm putting them together. There we go. All right, got some more clear pieces here. And the green stud. Green stud is going to go right here. Yep. All right. And a tan 90. More up here. Green 1x1. 1x3 angled pieces. Another 1x3. And a 1x2 with a 1x2 plate attached to the bottom. There. All right. Green 1x6, yellow 1x3, and green 1x1. 1x1, 1x6. And 1x3. All right, get some more slopes. You have 3 high one with a green cheese wedge on top. One's gonna go all right there. And then 1x2 with the cheese wedge is gonna go to 90. So, all right. Now we got 1x2 with an angle that's too high. And it looks like I need a reverse one that's 3 high. And then a single 1x2 with an upper angle on it. So those two will go together. They'll both be 3 tall. All right. Let's see. According to legend, it was Rowena Ravenclaw who named the castle Hogwarts after dreaming of a warty hog that led her to the perfect location. This has never been confirmed. Interesting. All right. Keep moving along here. Orange pen, 1x1, 1x2. All right. 1x4, which is there. All right. All right. So 2 of these that are too tall, and these are going to slip into these slots here. Do 1x2 green blocks. And a 1x1 green block. Nope. 1x2 green block with an angle on it. There we go. And a 10, 1x2. We're going to attach. There. So this is interesting. In one picture, it doesn't show a piece there, but in the next picture it does. It looks like this is one of these. 1x2 with the angles. It says I only need one of these. Kind of a confusing step there, but got it figured out. All right. Now we're going to be moving down into this portion here. A 2x4 and a 2x3 tan, and a 2x8, and a 1x3. 2x8 is going to go right off the dungeon in the potions room there. 2x3 in the back, 2x4 out on this side. Okay, got a few more blocks here. All right. We need a 2x6 plate, 2x4 block on one end, 2x3 block on the other, and a 2x3 plate underneath that. And this is going to attach onto those tan flat plates that we attached on there earlier. And then our next black plate. All right. Put our smooth border piece on the outside edge here. We got a 2x3 and a 3x3. And then a 1x4 plate, orange stud, and a 1x2. All right. Let's take one of the two high 1x2s with the angle, put a 1x2 plate on the bottom of it, attach there. Green block on the inside of it. Blue block there. And moving down, we need two of the 1x2s. And another 1x1 green block. All right. Now we're going to do one of the two high ones. Empty slot there in the middle. We need a 1x3. Then a 90. And a green 1x2. All right. And two of the 2x3 with the two studs. on top. And they're going to go on top here. We'll flush that out. And we need a 2x2 with a step on it. And two studs on the outside here. The two studs on the outside are going to point towards those two stud plates that we just put on. All right. And another 1x4 plate. And attach there. And then the two eye blocks with the green one stud plate on top. There we go. All right, next to that, we're going to take a flat grade 90, put another one of those 1x2 angles on it. So that 90 plate has a stud towards the front. And we need a 1x1 gray on it. And another green 1x2 with the angle. So it'll be like so. And then this goes into the other slots right in front of those blue plates. All right, one of the 1x2s got an angle on one side, stud on the other, and then a green cheese wedge on it. So, and that flips onto the inside edge here. And two of the green 1x3 plates with the two studs. There we go. All right. Green 1x2 with an upward angle wedge. Two of the green 1x2 plates. And a gray 1x3 with an angle. And the angles are going to go opposite directions of each other. And this is going to attach down here in front of that orange stud on the bottom. All right, we got a few more blocks here. Okay. And then we're going to build that up just a little bit more here. Blue ones. Gray cheese wedge. All right. All right, got some flat plates here now. 1x3. Quarter circle. 1x4. And a couple more of the clear blues. All right. And looks like I need two of the blue 90s. And stack those, and those are going to go on top of that quarter circle there. 1x4. And then a 1x2 that's got an angle on the right. And a one single there. And all right, two more of the 1x2 clear blue pieces. And a cheese wedge and a green stud. There we go. All right, got a 1x, let's see, 1x2, 1x3, and a 90. The 90 is going to go there. It's 1x3 on the inside, 1x2 goes on the outside. Okay, so we got 2 more plates going together here. It's going to be a blue one under the tan. Then we need a 1x3 wedge. There we go. All right, next step. Another, like a 1x2. With a single green stud on top. There we go. And a 1x1 next to it. And the green upward angled one next to it. All right, not a whole lot of pieces left for this bag, so we'll just keep on going and get as much done as I can here. Let's see. Blue plate, orange stud, a green 1x2, an angled gray one. And we got 1x3 angle. One by one. And a step. All right. And our last angle there. And the green cheese wedge on there. Very nice. We got 1 extra piece out of that bag. So that's where we're going to stop there. That's the first 7 bags of the Hogwarts Castle and grounds. This is the smaller Hogwarts Castle set. It's not the really big one, but still pretty good size. So we're going to end there for the day. Thank you for watching. Come back, check out the channel again, and like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.